Hello everyone, welcome to all of you. So we are discussing about unit number 1, it is reproduction, and we have already gone through chapter number 1, it is reproduction in organism, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about chapter number 2, it is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So our today's topic will be structure of flower. So let's have a look on introductory portion. See, are we not lucky that plants reproduce sexually? Yes, we are, because we are getting so many product from this flower, right? Like scent, like perfume, and the rich color that attracts us are all there as an aid to sexual reproduction. And because flower produce for the sexual reproduction, and that's the reason we are getting this product, right? And flowers do not exist. We must understand and note down this thing that they are not exist just for our selfishness. Actually flower exist for their sexual reproduction. So we can see so many diversity in inflorescence. Now what I mean by inflorescence, we have already gone through in class 11, that is arrangement of flower, right? So there are so many diversity in inflorescence, so many diversity in flowers, so many diversity in flower parts we have seen. See, you can see here that there are so many diversity in flower, right? And in just few seconds we are going to discuss about that diversity in flower parts, male floral parts and female flower parts. And actually this is bird of that flower, from where the germination, or you can say production of flower, will take place. And this is axil of that stem, so from where axillary bud will form, right? And it is give rise to such big bud, and from this bud flower is going to germinate or produce. So, and of course the end product of that sexual reproduction is the fruit and seed, right? So in this chapter we are going to discuss about morphology, structure, and the process of sexual reproduction in flowering plants. And yes, it is an angiosperm, right? So as I told you earlier, in 11 class 11 we have discussed about this inflorescence of flower. You can see this various arrangement like raceme, spike. So we have already gone through, like, right? Although you can pause this video and you can see here. So from this flower, actually fruit is going to made. So which portion of this flower is converted into a fruit? It is ovary, right? So flower, it is a fascinating organ of angiosperm, right? So we people have had a intimate relationship with flowers since time immemorial. Yes, because flowers, there are so many feelings, and there are so many objects of that flower. We can say that our feelings are connected with that flower. For example, it has a aesthetic object, ornamental object, social object, religious object, cultural value. For example, from birth to death, and from mosque to temple, flowers are part of our life, right? So as I told you earlier, flower has a so many importance of human feeling. For example, for love, for affection, for happiness, for grief, for mourning. So you can see that for your birthday party and for marriage anniversary. So everywhere in our daily routine we are using these flowers. As I told you earlier, from birth to death and from mosque to temple, flowers are part of our life. So you can list some flower. As I told you earlier, this is the gulmohar flower, you can see, and this is the petunia, and this is rose. So you can see here how beautiful things we are making from this flower. So you can see this beauty of this hibiscus flower, the colorful portion of this flower. So have you heard about floriculture? What is it? What does it mean, floriculture? Where farming of this flower are being done. See, you can see here these are the various flower. For our biologist, actually flowers are morphological and embryological marvels and the site of sexual reproduction, right? Actually we people, also we are human beings, although for biologist it has a morphological and embryological purpose, like we are studying that flower. So in class 11 we have already gone through so much topics about that flower. Although in this figure we can see here that the colorful portion of this flower, actually it is petal. You can see here in both of this flower, and uh, as we see in this hibiscus flower, this colorful portion, it is actually, you know, petals. And if we are talking about reproductive structure of that flower, it is a female reproductive part and a male reproductive part. So female reproductive part known as a carpel, and male reproductive part known as a stamen. And about this concept, like monoecious, dioecious, we have already discussed about this in chapter number 1. So I'll drop the link of that concept so you can see that video and understand what is that monoecious and dioecious concept, and what is monosexual, bisexual. So carpel consists of, like, this is stigma where pollen grain come on that, right? And this is style, and pollen grain germinate and it will produce, or it will form pollen tube in this style, right? And this is ovary, and inside ovary there will be ovule. Ovary, it is going to convert into fruit, and ovule will form seed, and inside ovule there will be a egg cell. So after fertilization, this egg cell will convert into embryo. So you must remember this thing, right? And this is a male reproductive organ of flower. You can see this is anther and this is filament. So pollen grain will produce inside this anther, right? So you can see this is bisexual flower, or you can say this is monoecious flower, right? So this is receptacle and this is stem. And so that was the basic structure of that flower. Although so many topics we have discussed already in a earlier chapter, you can check that video in description box, right? So I hope this video may be helpful to you. If you like this video, so kindly subscribe this channel and share with your friends. Thank you.